Okay, just going on a bit early to check the sound. Check, check. Great, it works. Hooray, we doing it. We doing it. Hey friends, I'm just going to tweet really quick before we get started. Let me know if there are any sound issues, if you can hear me all right. Tweeted, done. I'm gonna make sure that I have the Twitch app open for when I share my screen as usual, but hello and welcome. Today is going to be really fun and ridiculous. Let's get it started, right? It's 5 o'clock. Guess what? Welcome back to Attack the Pantry. I am Jenn de Vega. This stream is a deep dive into ingredients, cooking techniques, and recipes to help you cook for yourself during quarantine and, let's be honest, the rest of your adult life. Last time on the show, we talked to Dr. Shannon Odell about food and neuroscience and why brain is doing the broken thing. Shannon had a very legitimate answer for that in the realm of neuroscience. You can watch all the past clips here on my channel if you click on videos. The entire archive is also located at youtube.com/JENNDLV. Make sure to subscribe there. And guess what? Great news. I am a Twitch affiliate. Hey. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can gift a subscription to your favorite creators every month. Hopefully one of them is me sometime. So if you have one, click the purple button under the video that says gift a sub and you can connect your account and get a little crown next to your name in the chat. Just like Seven Bean Salad here, who just said happy streamiversary. Thank you very much. That's exactly what's happening today. There are lots of really good links below the video. One way to help me out is to share the link to this stream and tell people that you're watching so they can join in on the fun with us. I always skim over this part, but let me just tell you a little bit of an outline of the links below the video. There's like a little paragraph about me. There are chat commands. There's a little magic 8-ball that you can play with in the chat. You can also help by promoting the tip link for this channel. If you do !tip, you know, whenever there's a good food advice on the stream, you can share the tip link so people can tip me if they don't want to join Patreon. But that is linked here, as well as Venmo, my Etsy store, where there are copies of my cookbook that I will sign for you and doodle all over the table of contents. I'm also on a podcast called Fun City. It's linked there. And then I also have a little bit of an Amazon affiliate store. Not the hugest priority, but there's some of the ingredients that we've mentioned on the stream and that you can get them yourself if you'd like to. But those are the links below the video. And yes, it's all wonderful. And yeah, you're right. It is my stream anniversary. I've been on Twitch for a year doing this show every Wednesday. I can't believe I stuck with it. We did take a couple of mental health breaks because of the news and because of the world, but I'm in a good spot. I feel really supported and good. So we're going to keep the show going, hopefully for another year and another year after that. Right? Right. Hi, Gio. Nice to see you. Thank you. It is a great and happy streamiversary. Let's just get to all of I have a lot of photos to share with you this time around. So many people sent things. This is my lovely flyer for today, Attack the Pantry 1 year later. A few of my guests, my previous guests, might drop in at 5:30 for a happy hour. We're going to fix some drinks and just talk about the past year. But let me open this up and let's see what everybody shared from the community this week. Dylan, he called this pollo a la plancha. So he grilled chicken on a cast iron flat top, then has a wonderful sauce here with some yellow rice. Looks very good and charry. Like, I love working with cast iron, but if you have room on your range, there are whole cast iron slabs that you can get that cover 2 burners, and you can pretend you like work at a diner. Sorry, I'm going to open up chat and make sure that I don't miss any chats from you all, but this is from Dylan. It looks delicious. Emily shared not something that they cooked, but a sheep. Remember sheebs? Shiba Inus? This sheep has an egg blanket and went to go lie down on a bed of toast. It was very cute. Oh, Diego Dandy in the Bronx is in the chat. Thank you. Happy Jenn 1-year anniversary day. Thank you, Diego. I hope you had a good stream today. I believe you were on a shiny mission. Is that right? Also in the same vein as memes, Noah on Twitter shared Mondo mascots. If you're not following Mondo mascots, it's one of my favorite Twitter accounts. They just share daily Japanese mascots, mostly Japanese, but there are just so many mascots for so many little things in Japan. This one is Tama-chan from Hyogo, Japan, an onion chef whose eyes are watering from chopping up other onions. That's horrible. It's like incredibly sad and also cannibalistic. Wow. Wow. Robert, who has been in the chat and joining us for a lot of our Patreon Netflix parties, has been upping his sandwich game. This is a gorgeous number: bacon, egg, and Havarti. I don't know if Robert's in the chat right now, but maybe if he arrives later, we'll ask where he got this bread, because it is gorgeous. Isn't it lovely? It's very lovely bread. He also had a ricotta tomato prosciutto sandwich. Yeah, this looks bomb. I would pay lots of money to eat this sandwich. Wouldn't you? Yes. Oh, there you are. Where did you get your bread, Robert? Yeah, true, Diego. Imagine being an onion and always crying. Bread is from Fresh Direct. Okay. Yeah, they have some good choices there. We got another sort of meme account. This is from Sean, who is all the way in Austria right now. A friend of his. This account is called Food Masku. I make meals into face masks. What does that mean? I will show you. This is what that means. This is Food Masku. This is incredible. Can you imagine spending all that time weaving a cucumber into a mask like that? I love the egg tart over the eyes. Yeah, citrus over the eyes is very ouch. Very, very ouch. But this is awesome. I love this. It's a very, very cool account. Thank you for sending that along, Sean. I hope you get to see the stream later. I know this is not the ideal time for you. Shma sent a bunch of stuff for the 1-year anniversary. Here is a creme brulee. Lovely. I love the little culinary school mint in the middle. Very, very good. There's nothing as satisfying as torching and then cracking a creme brulee. Okay, and then Shmas also made these meringues. I love that you made your pavlova meringues into a cup, because I do big blobbies like this. Isn't it funny that I like had one right next to me? But I do like half cup blobbies for my pavlova, because sometimes it'll make this very easy to lift lid. Like you can see mine is cracked here, and that's great because I can lift this up, put the filling in, and then put the lid back on. It's really fun. But these look gorgeous, like good piping job. Like you made literally a meringue bowl. It's really cool. And then here's that finished pavlova. It's pretty. Boy. Shmaz is a good roommate. My goodness. I would definitely eat this. So good. Okay, and then one more from Shmaz. This I loved and had to like look up, and I watched the video. But this is yampla dokfu. It's crispy, fluffy fish with a not so green mango salad. Your mango is overripe. That's funny. but it is a recipe from Hot Thai Kitchen, and you can follow that Instagram account. But essentially, this is such a cool concept. I've never seen this before. I haven't had it on a menu. I've never tried it myself, and I want to now. But it is fish that you pound into a paste with a few aromatics, and then you deep fry it, and somehow it flotillas and like catches onto itself, and you can make like this crispy fish crepe. It's just pounded fish, that's all it is. And you dry it out and it becomes like this crispy crepe thing, and then you dress it with peanut, have a side of rice, and then you can eat it with this mango salad. And like blew my mind. So you could do this, I bet, with all kinds of fish as long as you wrung out all that moisture. And yeah, I would top it with so many things, like a papaya salad. You could do more cilantro. You could do like all kinds of pickles, like lots of possibility here. I like that we've discovered a new vehicle for other things. So thank you for sending all of that. If you would like to be featured in this part of the show, all you have to do is tag me on Instagram or Twitter. The name is Randwiches, or DM me or text me or email me. My email is also randwiches@gmail. So it's very easy. I've also just returned to Tumblr. So I think it's randwiches.tumblr.com, and you can submit photos that way as well. And then it will appear on my Tumblr log. So that's what people shared with me this week. I would love to see what you've been cooking. Don't forget to send me stuff for next week. And here's what I've been up to this week. I went to Acme Fish Friday. We have a cured fish factory in Greenpoint, and on Fridays we can buy wholesale. The public can go and buy wholesale. And so I got a bunch of cured salmon and salmon eggs. And so I made this is just a regular flatbread from the store. Like, you know, when you go to the bread aisle and there's pita, there's also flatbread that doesn't have a pocket. And that's what I used. I just toasted it in the oven with some cheese on it, and you can see that got all crispy. And then this is all cold preparation. So that's creme fraiche, the cured salmon, the salmon eggs, and some cucumber. I mean, the fish is pretty expensive and a treat, but otherwise the method works for other things. Like grate some cheese onto the flatbread, toast it up for like 7-8 minutes until the cheese is like crisp and not runny anymore. And then you can put anything on top afterward. So like this is my cold pizza. Cold prep pizza. What is this? This is, so more Fish Friday. This is a Japanese dish called hiyayako. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the right emphasis there, but it's cold tofu, typically served with a soy sauce and like bonito flakes. But here I've used the cured fish from Fish Friday, and then a mushroom tare, which is sort of this mushroom Worcestershire sauce that I've been working on. Some cucumbers, scallion, and all three fish. So I got sable, salmon, and the salmon eggs. And this is just like a great easy breakfast because like you don't have to cook anything really. Everything's already done. Just put it in a bowl and eats it. Yeah, thank you, Gio. I have been working on my plating. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What is the next thing? The next thing is I made cinnamon rolls and thought, what if I wanted to make a McGriddle, but it's a cinnamon roll? So I did an egg sandwich, a spicy egg sandwich on a cinnamon roll. And I purposefully don't put a lot of sugar in my pastries so that I can do stuff like this. Because if I had done the full portion of the sugar, it would have been a little too sweet. But with the egg, it just kind of, it tasted great. Like, I don't know. Yeah, sweet and savory mix. Yeah. Hi, Johnny. What's going on? It does almost look too nice to eat, but I eats it anyway. What's this? Oh, okay. This is actually sitting in front of me. It's called a ginger bug. It's called a ginger bug because I am working on a fermented ginger beer recipe. And so the starter, or like you would for sourdough, there is the same process of creating a starter culture. And so this is called a ginger bug. And so after a week of fermenting at room temperature and mixing more ginger and more sugar, because it needs to eat, there's yeast in there that needs to eat. So after a week, I'll be able to mix it to make a gallon of ginger beer, which is very exciting. But I have a reminder on my calendar that says feed the bitch, because that's what Anthony Bourdain would say. Welcome, Leroy the Hobo. Wait, Brian, is that you? Oh my God. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, and I love my Psyduck. You know that, right? I love my Psyduck. But yeah, this is a ginger bug for making ginger beer. I will keep you posted on this adventure and how it goes. What else we got here? Happy birthday to DeMarco or Danelle. This was a birthday charcuterie plate that I delivered on Monday for Danelle's birthday. So if you see Danelle online, please wish him a happy birthday. And yeah, it was really fun to deliver this for his birthday. And so if you don't know, in Greenpoint, I'm hand delivering charcuterie boards to people twice a week if you direct message me, and they start at $50 per plate. So yay, beautiful, beauteous. Oh my goodness, so many subscriptions. Thank you for gifting so many subs. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Can we get some eggs in the chat? If you just got a sub, you now have unlocked your fried egg emote. Of course I remember your username from 20 years ago, for 20 years. Leroy the Hobo is my high school friend. So thank you for being generous and gifting subs to folks who very much deserve it here in the chat. What else here? These are some, oops, I accidentally, sorry. Ooh, we're opening it. These are birria tacos from Birria Land that's a truck that parks in Williamsburg. Robert and I actually went to go get these the first time together. And I was having a long ass day on Monday and decided to stop by, make myself sit in the park and eat these. They're delicious. Highly recommend if you are by the Metropolitan L stop. If you walk by there, you can go get some tacos and tostadas. Let's see, where was I in the list here? Speaking of tacos, I had a sleepover with my girlfriends over the weekend, and we made chicken thigh mole. And because you remember that big mushroom haul that I got last week, that 15 pounds of mushrooms? Well, we were at the very, very end of it. And so I brought it to my friend's house. So I broiled the mushrooms and then we tossed it in the mole. And so we got these big steak-like pieces of king oyster mushroom for the tacos. And so this was delicious. So good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've been streaming for a year now, Brian. I know, like it's really hard because Twitch doesn't have any good discoverability or a friend network, or like you don't know who of your social friends are like streaming unless you find it through other places. But anyway, yes, this is my streamiversary today. This is another flatbread like we were talking about earlier. I toasted the flatbread beforehand and then put on all my toppings. And so this is air-dried beef or bresaola with some creme fraiche, some Cambodian chili pickle, and thyme. Oh, I forgot. There's a layer of white cheddar on the bottom there that I melted on. But yeah, I'm really into these. Yeah, I'm really into my small pizzas. That's right. What else is happening? Oh, so many things to share. I made a cashew curry with paneer and crispy curry leaves. I've been really obsessed with crispy curry leaves lately, and it's not like a traditional curry that's like soupy. This is more of like a stir fry curry, but still a curry nonetheless. And it's got like tons of ghee at the bottom that you can dip your garlic naan in. So good, so good. What is this? Oh, I've been breaking out the snow cone machine. So you'll see that I'm going to have more snow cone content over the next couple of weeks, because this is what I'm working on that book project that I'm doing. Hey, Lucius, thanks for subscribing for 7 months in a row. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Glad to see you again. It's been a minute. Yeah, happy stream anniversary to me and to all. I think we're all celebrating my stream anniversary. And then finally, I wrote an article at the beginning of the year for Taste Cooking. Give your spaghetti the gift of chili crisp. And this whole package is three new spaghetti recipes that use Lao Gan Ma chili crisp or Fly by Jing or whatever chili crisp that you buy. I wrote 3 new recipes that you can try. One of them is a spicy peanut pesto with spaghetti. This one is the pasta al limone. This was inspired by Zach. If you're in the chat, this was inspired by you because you sent me a picture of your pasta al limone, and I was like, I should try that. And so I rewrote the recipe and we added chili crisp. And then the third recipe is a vegan butternut squash queso spaghetti. So check this out. This is at tastecooking.com. It's at the top of the page right now. But if you search for chili crisp or my name, you'll be able to find it very quickly, very quickly. Yeah, so today is special. It's my stream anniversary. I've never tried this. You can tell me if it sucks or not, but I have a few video highlights from the year. And if the audio is messed up, tell me in the chat and we just won't watch the videos. I can talk for another 10 minutes until the guests arrive. But let's just test it out with. Oh, there's no audio. Okay. Well, you can see the video. I know. Okay. We're not going to do this then. I'll have to figure this out another time. But essentially, Leah was saying we love galettes because it's like a pie without the tin. So if you get some pie dough from the store or make your own pie dough, you don't even need a tin. You can just pile the filling in the middle of the disc, fold over the edges, and then bake it on a baking sheet. It's super easy. But yes, I'll just tweet these later. Leah had some great advice about a galette. Eric Silver had great clip about latkes, like using a KitchenAid meat grinder instead of a cheese grater to make latkes. That was really illuminating. Nick told us about a Filipino basketball team sponsored by the Alaskan Milk Corporation. Diego, who is in the chat, Diego Danny in the Bronx, told us about this miracle grain rice. Have you heard of it? And then Shannon, we just had a lot of really fun moments. Shannon talked about neuroscience and that we should have a travel show, and our ship name is Shanifer. The two of us had a show together. Oh my goodness. Yes. But I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that I can see you in the chat. At 5:30, I'm expecting maybe a few guests might drop in. And if not, it's okay. I'm going to make a drink. There was no pressure. It was like an open invite to all the guests. It's our 1-year anniversary show. Maybe if there are a bunch of people here, we'll do a mega round of chopped together. But let's do, wait, how do I do it again? Exclamation point. Let's do a snack check, y'all. What are you snacking on? Are you snacking on something? What are you hungry for? Snack check, snack check. Let me know what you're drinking, what you're snacking on. I am going to make a drink right now. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, right? So I've been slowly over the course of the pandemic working on this 100% agave azul ghost blanco tequila. It's a spicy tequila. Seven Bean Salad is snacking on Gouda cheese and cornichon. Fancy, fancy. Johnny is, has a blueberry turnover, coconut water, dinner of champion. I'm not going to knock that. That sounds great. That sounds great. I'm going to get my glass here. I'm going to move my phone. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I see the Zoom in case somebody pops in. But got a glass for myself. I'm gonna do, let's count, 1, 2 pour of the spicy tequila. And then I've got a pitcher of hibiscus tea that I've made with a little bit of simple syrup. Look at that, pretty. You can see the reflection of the stream in my glass. Cheers, everybody. Happy 1-year anniversary to Attack the Pantry. Diego had a cheese stick. I don't need any ice because I've chilled the hibiscus drink. Yeah. It is a nice red, isn't it? Hibiscus is so fascinating, so lovely. Sorrel is what it's called in the Caribbean. Alex, hello, you're here. Let's get some eggs in the chat to celebrate Alex is in the chat. Eggs in the chat. Eggs in the chat. Chat. I put some eggs in the chat. Yay! We love eggs in the chat. Glad to see you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a happy anniversary to me and you, and you and you. Okay. So beyond snack check, I just want to know from all of you. Abe's on fire. Oh my God. We got a rating party of 15. Toria. Hey. Hi, everybody. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome. We are celebrating 1 year of this stream. So welcome. We're here talking about our snacks. If you are snacking on something, please let me know what you're eating in the chat or what you're drinking. Hi, Leah. Yeah, thank you. You're not listening yet, but you can see the big glass. Yes. I've got a mix of spicy tequila and some hibiscus tea in here. So that's what I'm drinking. Danko Knight, thank you for following. Oh, very nice to meet all of you. This is a food talk show. Yes. Oh, I've got a spicy tequila. It's not a mezcal, but I do love a mezcal. I like smoky stuff. Yeah, we are having a little bit of happy hour. I don't usually drink on stream, but today is a very special day because it is my 1 year of streaming with y'all. And so what I wanted to do was hear from you about maybe something you've learned this year from the stream or something that I've shared with you, or like, is there a dish that you made because you saw it here on the stream? Let me know in the chat and I will read it all out loud to everyone. I love sharing. It's just been so special to do this show because it's hard being alone during the pandemic and staying inside. And this stream has brought a lot of joy and laughter into my life. So thank you all for being part of this community and learning with me and cooking and sharing your photos and hanging out in the chat. Yes. All right, Lady Delaney, you're snacking on fig and olive, goat cheese with celery. Wait, you can do that? I've always been like a celery and peanut butter kind of person, but goat cheese with celery is a whole nother game changer. Oh, that's so grown up. I love that. Alex is having the Turkish eggs because of my stream. And it was emotional, so delish and fun to see them on the stream. Yes. So for anyone who doesn't know, Turkish eggs are also called seal beer. It is a baked egg dish with yogurt. You grate a clove of garlic into some yogurt, bake that a little bit, and then you got your eggs on top. And then you can add a bunch of lovely other stuff. But so glad to hear that. Anyone else? Did you cook something because you saw it here on the stream? Oh my goodness. I also have just lots of random things on the table with me because if you don't know me, I am a recipe developer and a chef. I hello, sounds active. Welcome. Yeah, so if you are new to this stream, my name is Jen. I am a chef, a recipe developer, and right now I'm working on a few cookbooks with some of my favorite authors, like Nicole Taylor. She has a couple pieces in the New York Times, as well as Von Diaz, who actually just had a article go up in the New York Times about the 10 essential Puerto Rican recipes that you should be making. It's a really cool feature. Hey, oh, Chris, it's Chris Gilroy. Thanks for coming. Hey, welcome. Welcome to my streamiversary. It is 1 year of streaming for me. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Lady Delaney. Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm here to answer your cooking questions if you have them. But oh my gosh, Gilroy, I haven't seen you in so long. I hope that you're pretending that I'm having this drink with you. Mm-hmm. Hey, Zach, thank you. Thank you. Happy anniversary to you and me and all of us. And I don't know if you heard it earlier, but I have a new article on taste cooking that you inspired because you sent me that photo of your pasta al limone, and then I made a different version of it and it got published. So you can see that later at Taste Cooking. It went up today. So yeah. Yay! I'm so happy that you're here. Yay! Let's see. Johnny says, I sent a bunch of friends your tip regarding the soaking ground beef in cream, and they all said it worked great and loved it too. So, yes, you are so welcome. Science is here to help you and to cook. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the squid. I love a squid in the chat. That's very good. Oh, Toria, you've shown me many new foods I've never heard of, which is rare. That's so sweet. And you also are doing the same thing to me, like the way that you made your eggs and your ramen. Like I'm not gonna forget all that stuff. That's so cool. Oh, goodbye, Apes on Fire. Thanks for rating. I really, really appreciate you. Have a good night. I know a lot of my friends in the UK are, it's a little late for you. So I totally understand if you need to hop off. Oh, there it is. Thank you, Lady Delaney, for sharing the article. That's the article that links to my entire portfolio on taste. So you'll see some of the recipes are linked there. Yes. My friends, my friends. Yes, totally. Um, I just, man, the past year has been tough, but I love that a lot of you have stepped up your cooking game. Like, it's been so cool to see that much growth in the kitchen. It takes a lot of effort, and reading a whole recipe is some energy. I get that, but it's been really cool to see all of you level up this way. Eowyn, hey! Yeah, happy streamiversary to all of us. Alex says, yes, I've done so much more interesting cooking. Hey, what's up? LT, how you doing? Glad to see you. You made it. No one can really be late because this stream is just a very flexible thing right now. Oh. Alex says, Jen, I bought a really silly picnic book by a guy called Max who runs a silly sandwich shop in London. What's the name of the shop and what's the name of the book? I want to see it and I want to follow this person. Yeah, LT, it's been so long. But I've been here doing this for a year, which is very exciting. So that's what we're celebrating today. And maybe we might have some guests drop in if they remembered. Actually, Diego, I think you have the invite in your email if you want to jump on too. Let's see here. How am I doing this? Here we go. Yeah, tell me more about this sandwich shop, Alex. In fact, everybody, do you have a favorite sandwich shop? Because I don't know if I have a favorite sandwich shop. I have a lot of highlights, I love a banh mi from the $2 place. Schnippers. Oh, yeah, yeah. Schnippers. I always get the hot dog at Schnippers. Um, ooh, Max's. Oh, it's called literally Max's Sandwich Shop. Oh, that's funny. That's cool. I'll make sure to check it out. But you know, like my handle online is random sandwiches. I love a sandwich. I will happily talk about sandwiches all day. Okay, Robert recommends Depanur. That's the one in Williamsburg on Wythe. Is that right? What's Fedorov's? Tell me what's at Fedorov's. What do you get at Fedorov's? Oh, Nook's is your favorite southern chain. What's your favorite sandwich from Nook's? Is Charlie's Sandwich Shop in Fort Hamilton still open? I have no idea. Okay, this is why Max's is silly. It's full of ceramic ducks. He cooks only 5 or 6 sandwiches, but they're full to the brim of crunchy, salty, sweet, spicy elements in there. Whoa. Wow. That sounds fun. That reminds me of what's the sandwich place on Metropolitan? Is it I'm drawing a blank. Robert, you might know this. I forget what it's called. There's a sandwich shop next to Momofuku Milk. I don't know. Thanks for sharing the link to Max's sandwich shop there. Okay, Fenderops is cheesesteaks and roast pork sandwiches. Y'all, I love a roast pork sandwich. You know that. You know that, right? You know that. Oh, Court Street Grocer. There it is. Oh, I never got to try Salties. I need to get the cookbook. But yeah, Court Street Grocer is delicious. I love that one. Oh, Gwem is here. Gwem, thank you for redeeming Taste Test. For those of you who don't know what Taste Test is, you have channel points that you can use to redeem in the chat here. And I have a very special taste test for you all. 1 second, I have to go grab it. It's bigger than usual. Thank you for redeeming your taste test for 1,000 points. Your taste test for today is an apple funnel cake. Oh, thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I'm going to drink my booze drink because it's kind of hydrating, right? Thank you, Chris, for redeeming Hydrate. So I'm developing a recipe for funnel cake, obviously. This one is made with cinnamon apples on top and then a star anise sugar that has been dusted all over it. So yeah, this may look a little strange to a lot of you because it's very popular at carnivals, parades, state fairs. And so the US has a lot of state fairs. Like every state has a fair that's all about fried food. Anything that's carnival, like the circus, you can expect to get a funnel cake. Even at Six Flags, our roller coaster amusement parks, you can get a funnel cake there. But this one I'm doing apple, and I think I might try another version with mango another time. But I think it turned out great. Now this has turned into a funnel cake mukbang. I'm gonna eat this funnel cake while we hang out for my year stream anniversary. I mean, this stuff is dangerous though, because it's just completely fried. It's like a giant donut. Oh, Johnny, thanks for following officially. Make it official. 7 bean salad can only eat funnel cakes when you're dizzy from roller coasters and it's 95 degrees out. That sounds about right. Usually you have a fork and there's like glazed strawberries on top. I like the apple a lot though. LT, you like yours with maple syrup? Wow. I don't think I've tried that. I'll try that. I have some maple syrup. Guess what? I think we have a few guests. Hey, guests, are you gonna turn on your cameras? We've got
Maybe not even my mic.
all the way from Austin, Texas. We've got Nick Brewer here in the Zoom. Welcome, welcome. Who else we got here? We've got Diego, Dandy in the Bronx.
Someone much better dressed.
What are you talking about?
No, this is what we always look like.
These are my this is my afternoon outfit. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Welcome, guys. I'm so happy to see you. What you drinking, Diego?
I'm drinking some tea actually. I'm drinking some yogi because I was actually streaming earlier. Throat coat. Yeah, exactly. I've dressed up in my throat even. Sore throat type of stuff, because I've been just talking so much. So.
Oh, well, thank you for joining me here on my streamiversary. Nick, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm very content. I now have a job that I like, that I get to do stuff.
Jobs.
Yeah, I know.
Capitalism. Woo.
Oh yeah, no, nothing like that, like work ethic that your parents drill into you as children. Like, oh, if you have you do good work and you're proud of that work, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And the moment I lost my job last year, I'm like, oh, so I'm just a garbage human that does nothing anymore. Like, no, nothing changed about me, but.
Oh, hey, James, Calm Down Kidder is in the chat. If you all don't follow James, please do. James hosts amazing chip music shows periodically. Do you have one coming up? Let us know in the chat, and please make sure you're all subscribing and following my friends here. But guys, I'm glad to see you. And we're celebrating a year of streaming about food. Is there anything that y'all have learned from this show, either from when you were a guest or just from hanging out with the crew?
Honestly, you just inspire to like cook things, because like, to be honest, I'm not a food human being. I don't know how to use food. I don't know what food equals energy. Food makes sure I don't die. Like,
right.
Food having fun. Am I supposed to be having fun here? And that's what you make it. You make it fun, because I'm just eating it just to not die. So I appreciate that from you.
I mean, yeah, it's like leveling up a little bit, but I first and foremost, for survival. That is what food is for.
Don't die. Pro tip.
I don't hate people who don't love food.
I don't hate. Okay. Talk more. Who do? Okay,
no, not you.
Who hates food? Like,
I want a list.
Real talk. Who hates food?
Like, I've had a boss who hated food.
Yeah, I have some friends who are just only into Soylent, just for survival.
Soylent, or there's like off brands of that, but are they? Wait, that's real? That people actually are like hardcore Soylent people?
I think
they don't want to think. They don't want to think about food. That's one less choice through the day. I know I wear my same uniform every day. I don't have to make another choice about that. I'm gonna drink the same thing every day. I'm gonna wear the same.
It's just a getting rid of certain amounts of choice in your life that they feel is superfluous.
Yeah.
Where,
if I can get rid of breathing, that'd be kind of cool, actually. If I can do that, that'd be
there's a machine that can do that, yeah.
More morbid AF. We got an update here from James. Calm Down Kidder. If you're not following, please do follow. The next chip show is Saturday, 24th of April. Lineup to be announced. Yes. And James also shares your snack, a crumpet with Marmite peanut butter today. #foodie. Sounds great. I still have not had Marmite. I feel like I would love it, because I
thought of all people in the universe, you would have been like on that like a million years ago or something like that.
I need to have it. If anyone wants to mail me one.
Brands. Here's your chance, brands. Here's your chance.
Yeah.
Did you see the butter influencer?
Yeah, I'm a butter.
No. And I was like, excuse me. Like, this is old news. Carry gold.
Oh, some of you hate Marmite in the chat. Yes. I mean, I know it's a very concentrated spent yeast. Like, I understand what it is. And I think I like a lot of cheeses that are in that flavor profile. So we'll see. Oh man, it's so great. I'm just glad to hang out with y'all. I'm buzzing. I'm like happy. Like,
I appreciate human interaction.
Yes.
that's the hard part
I keep
nowadays.
eating this funnel cake. I don't know if you saw this on the stream earlier, but
Funnel cake. Where'd you get
Um,
that?
I made it.
You
Yeah.
made it? Jeez Louise, the carnival over here. That's
I know.
amazing.
Yeah. So Gwem redeemed the taste test. I don't know. Nick, were you here when I started taste test?
Mm.
Oh yeah, there's a channel point thing that you can redeem in the chat. So for 1,000 points, if you gather enough points, you can make me eat something random from my house. And today I had a funnel cake.
I was gonna
with
say that's
apples
the
on-
random. That's the random thing.
This is a really, really tough situation you're being put in.
Last week, I grabbed a bottle of hot chilies and ate a spoonful, and I was just like trying to talk to Shannon, the guest, last time. It was very difficult, but it was fun.
Okay.
And I get to snack while we talk.
What's your like carnival food power ranking? Like, what do you think is the #1 carnival food?
Ooh, good question.
Why you do this to me?
You're eating funnel cake.
Yeah.
Like that's like, come on.
This is a good question. Okay, wait. Let's just make a list of them first, and then we'll rank them.
Like deep fried Oreo.
I was about to
like
say deep fried Oreos. That's the last
funnel
thing
cake,
I had. Was
deep fried
Oreos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like donuts of some kind, like those like mini donuts or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
We always had bricks of spiral fries.
Oh, right. Okay, we have some
Curly
good
fries?
suggestions in
Yeah.
the
Well,
chat.
like it was like curly fries, but they were always
Yeah.
like condensed into a brick that they just gave you.
We got
Cotton
cotton
candy.
candy,
Yeah,
cannoli,
cotton candy. Mhm.
sausages, caramel apple, corn dog, donut burger.
I have to say, I told you it was some kind of
What
variation.
fair did you go to? Where did you get a donut burger? Po' boys, churro, toffee apple, candy floss. You're eating regular non-fried, deep fried Oreo. Hashtag foodie. I love that you keep adding
Regular Oreos?
hashtag foodie. Okay. It depends on where I am. Because if I'm at Disneyland, I love the churros at Disneyland. Like #1, my go-to is the churros at Disneyland.
Okay.
But if it's anywhere else, I will go for the caramel apple. And I have to cut it with a knife because I'm not allowed to bite into things. Isn't that
Yes.
sad? That's
No,
so sad.
No, that's actually
Same here.
just playing it safe. That's playing it safe, honestly.
I mean, 1, I'm an adult. 2, I have tons of dental work. Like this front part is all up one piece. So I can't bite into stuff. So I have to cut things like a preschooler.
Nothing wrong with that.
Let's see, dinky donuts, so like tiny donuts.
Yep.
What else? What is another what is like the dinner thing that you would get? I mean, I think maybe I get a corn dog, but what's another dinner thing that you would get at the fair?
Because I wouldn't go for burgers or something like that at a fair, but I think corn
Yeah.
dogs,
Corn
makes sense.
dogs.
Hot dogs, maybe even just regular ass
Hot
dogs.
dog. Ooh, fried cheese curds. What fair are you going to?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
That's a northern, yeah.
Popcorn. Okay. Popcorn. So at the Six Flags in New Jersey, they have a flaming hot Cheeto popcorn with Cheeto mixed in. That was fun.
Amazing.
Oh, and Mississippi on the Louisiana border gets crazy during carnival time. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. My dad went to the Texas State Fair and got deep fried beer.
Okay.
It's like a
Sounds
pocket.
right.
It's like a empanada that has like a pocket, and then they pour beer on the inside of it.
Okay, because I was about to say, like, you destroyed all physics by like making deep fried beer or something. Like, what crime against science?
We're
has
gonna deep
happened
fry
during this?
ice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, something like that.
But that's so dangerous. Yes, the popcorn had the Cheeto dust, the flaming hot Cheeto dust on it, and then more Cheetos mixed in. Yes. Yeah.
These are all so much more interesting than my state fair. Like, I mean, I grew up in Alaska, so we had the Tanana Valley State Fair, which was the Fairbanks one, and then there's the Alaska State Fair. Oh, Shana, hi.
Hi, Shana.
Are you guys doing writing club?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know it was today.
Oh, no, it's the stream. It's not writing
It's our,
club.
sorry, it's a stream.
Oh, it's a stream.
Sorry, I
Okay.
also have headphones in.
I'm streaming.
I can't
Oh,
hear it.
God.
Bye, Shana. Love having a guest star. Love it.
Yeah, you'll see cats and dogs and stuff running around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, just
What
very
a-
basic food.
Well, what about y'all? Okay, so how do you rank your state fair carnival food?
Like ours was like Thai food.
Oh,
like
that's
Greek
like every
food.
food.
What?
No, that's the problem. Is like Fairbanks, Alaska. These weren't things that were just around all the time.
That's just a food
like,
fair. That's just a
Yeah.
food event.
that
That's
was just the place
like,
that food went. So for me,
okay.
like fair food always had like this weird twinge to it. And then I come to find out later, oh, there's this whole laundry list of things that people actually have in their heads.
Did you have like a cow tournament? Like when I think of fairs, it's like there's like these animal events, or like there's like a show,
some.
a wheel, a wagon thing, a hay ride.
Hayride.
For the 4-H club.
Diego is a
Yeah.
city boy.
Like hay things. I've only seen them on TV. I've heard about these things. I've heard about these things.
Pray tell, I've heard of hay.
I've heard rumors about this thing.
Okay, catching up here in the chat. Gwem says in Germany they have potato cakes with applesauce. Yes, love those.
Mhm.
And LT is saying, I'm guessing you guys never had deep fried Kool-Aid or alligator corn dog. No, neither. I want to go to where you are. What?
Kool-Aid.
What?
You just die, right? You just instantly like die,
Yeah.
right? That's how it works.
You get put in a empanada, deep fried. Oh my god! Do you remember like the giant slide where you sit on like a potato sack and like go all the way down, and it has like 3 bumps? That was like the only thing my parents let me do, because the swings, the swings in the carnival are really scary. The Ferris wheel was really rickety.
The gyrotron.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've-
because like
I'm
those
sorry,
are
the
crazy,
gravitron.
The gravitron, that's right.
Yeah, the gravitron was always great. The one that would like swing, like the centrifugal force would throw you into your you'd have 2 people in a seat, and then it would kind of swing to one side.
Oh, like the
and-
scramble thing, like that.
Yeah, but you would, if you're the person on the inside, you would like get your elbow in that right position, so the moment your body weight took you,
Owie.
you just jam it right in your friend's ribs.
Yeah.
I never did that.
My brother would do that. And then I would stick my butt out and then just slam. But yeah, we had a pretty good fair. Like, so I grew up going to the Antelope Valley Fair, which is in Southern California. We're the northernmost tip of Los Angeles County, so we still count as like LA. But we had like prettiest cows, like pigs, all that, butter sculpture, cheese sculpture. And then the musical performance, I actually got to see Destiny's Child one year.
Whoa.
What year was this? What year was this?
I don't remember. I'm sure if I Google it, I'll find
What
it.
was the lineup with like the extra members, like the 5?
Oh, it was
like,
just the
team?
3,
Oh wow.
the new 3. Yeah, so it was just wait, Destiny Child, Antelope Valley.
Never been Googled ever in the history of man. That was the first time it's ever been Googled.
2000. Oh no, it couldn't have been that. 2001. Oh, I was still in school. Yeah, 2001.
So Shayna got to go see Destiny's Child in Fairbanks, which is weird, at the Patty Ice Arena. And there were 4 members?
Basketball court. Yeah, it's when the
It was when there were 4
4
members, the
original
very
members.
brief period in which there weren't 5 or 3.
Before she got
there were
kicked out.
4.
it wasn't. We didn't have Michelle yet.
Yeah, they didn't have Michelle.
Oh, it was the other religious girl.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember that happening in high school.
Amazing. I love this tea.
I think it
So
was
good.
1999. And it was funny because I posted about it on Facebook, and all these other girls in Fairbanks were like, "Oh my god, I was there too."
Yeah,
Really?
It was like the thing. It was the thing to do.
Amazing.
Because
Amazing.
we don't have stuff. Like, you would always get Fairbanks musical acts would always be either on their way up or way past. Smash Mouth played the Alaska State Fair in like 2010, and that
Wow.
was like Smash Mouth or the Third Eye Blind I saw in like 2009. These are not bands at the top of their popularity.
Oh my God. Amazing. I don't know if I've seen anyone else of note at home. I don't know. Like, were there any concerts your parents took you to when you were like younger? I think I went to see the Gypsy Kings with my dad. That's such a dad band, the Gypsy Kings.
I saw Ozzy Osbourne
That's cool though.
And he
That's
mooned
pretty
the
cool.
audience.
Oh no.
On
Oh, we
brand.
don't want to see that.
No. I didn't want to see that. I was there.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seven Bean Salad says Third Eye Blind still plays the Bay Area occasionally.
Yeah. Like it's not that they're like any of these are like bad bands or it was just like by the time we were getting them, they had one song. The President of the United States hated us because everyone was like, all right, lump, and then that was it. And everyone was like, okay, we're just gonna go out of life now.
I don't think they.
Oh yeah, your dad also loves Gypsy Kings. Amazing. It's the only concert my dad will like take his shirt off to, and I'm like, oh, put it back on, please, Dad.
Yo, dad rocking now. Nice.
My dad's version of dad rock is in Spanish. It's so silly. My goodness. I can't believe it's been a year of streaming. Hopefully this new year will be better in terms of technology. I will learn the OBS stuff.
I saw you practicing. You had like some zooming in situation.
I can do it
that.
when it's just me, but if I introduce Zoom, it's a whole nother audio setup. So I have a couple meetings with some friends who are going to help me figure that out because I have a Mac, which is not ideal for OBS and all that.
Mhm.
But it's dumb. It's dumb. I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out. I can't wait for all the Zoom cuts or memes or whatever you throw into
lots
it.
I did learn the
production
Zoom so I
value.
can be like Alex, because Alex does the cute thing where you zoom and it is hello only to Diego. Hello. Hey Shmas, thank you. Happy stream anniversary to me and you and everyone. I shared a lot of your photos earlier of all your cooking projects, your pavlova, your fish, the Thai fish. That really blew my mind. I really love that. So thank you for sending all your stuff. My goodness. And if anyone else would like to be featured on the stream, you can just tag me on Instagram or Twitter and I will share away and cheer you on and encourage you and maybe offer suggestions for improvement if you ask for it. My friends, I'm like sweaty. Like
I actually have a pretty good I've been making a chicken tortilla soup that's been coming out pretty well.
Do you do the crunchies?
Mm-hmm. I make, so it's an Instant Pot, gluten-free chicken tortilla
Instant Pot,
soup.
let's go. Instant
Yeah.
Pot. There you go.
Instant pot.
Yeah, it's great. I'm now throwing things in it that I normally wouldn't. Not that I wouldn't like, but things that my parents never like enforced vegetables. So, red peppers.
No rules. I can eat vegetables in this house.
It was like no rules. Nick's gonna eat Chex Mix all day long, every day. Like my diet was rice Chex, for years. So jalapenos and red peppers and some spices and stuff.
Oh, yum.
Mm-hmm. But it just doesn't photograph well.
I understand that. I mean, the Instant Pot is a marvel. Have you heard of this? There's a cooking show that my friend Kat Kinsman has done. It's called Under Pressure. Mm-hmm. And she wrote this, I mean, if to understand her, she wrote this book called High Anxiety, like High Anxiety. But she's like a food editor at Food and Wine magazine. But she has this video series where she's just like high strung, like looking straight at the camera going, hi, me and Instant Pot today are going to make this dish. And she talks to Instant Pot like it's a person. It's so good. It's called Under Pressure.
Wow.
Shmas, I'm drinking Spicy Ghost Tequila, this brand, Spicy Ghost Tequila, with a hibiscus tea with a little bit of simple syrup. Very simple, goes well together. Yeah, everybody check out Kat Kinsman. Her Twitter handle is Kitten with a Whip. She's very open about her previous life as a sex worker and dominatrix. Which is amazing.
Badass.
Yeah. Very posy. But amazing person to follow. Super funny and great. I'm enjoying my
so
drink.
Is it spicy? Is that a spicy drink? Does it have like a kick to it?
A little bit. Not like I outward. It's like a little bit of an aftertaste, like a little buzzy aftertaste. But I'm the kind of person who would do shots of like prairie fire. Do you know what prairie fire is?
Sounds violent.
It's it's a shot of tequila with a couple dashes of Tabasco in it, or any other hot sauce, and then you just shoot it.
Oh, that's.
And
I feel like the hot sauce almost negates the alcohol almost. It kind
a
of like
little
helps
bit,
it a little bit, you know.
but I love that kind of stuff. I love spicy
Okay.
drinks. I love Bloody Marys. Any kind of spicy alcohol, I will drink it.
Okay, I can support that. I got to try the shots and because I feel that's a good chaser, honestly. Like using the hot sauce as a chaser for the alcohol. I've never, on the kind of same vein but not same vein, like picklebacks. Are you a fan of that?
Yes,
Okay,
I'm a
yeah, I figured that.
huge
Yeah.
fan of
Yeah.
picklebacks. In fact, sometimes I like drinking the pickle juice instead of the alcohol.
Who even needs the alcohol at this point? Exactly. Just bring in the pickles. There you go.
And that's a secret to a really good Bloody Mary also, is putting some pickle juice in there. Or like a carrot pickle brine. No, not tobacco.
No, I was just saying in the chat.
Yeah.
Calm down, Kitty said that I said tobacco instead of Tabasco. Can you imagine? Yeah, put some chewing
just
tobacco.
start
Tobacco.
Ashing some cigarette, and there are though some fine dining places that are using tobacco smoke as an ingredient.
Oh, I've been seeing that now. I've been getting Instagram ads. There's like subscription box services now that sell you a block of wood and like a fire machine thingy to like burn the wood and then put your like a glass over your whiskey or whatever to like do that.
Yeah. You light the thing, put the glass, let it smoke, and then you fill it with your scotch or your whiskey. Yeah, that's a thing that people do at bars, especially at like the Aviary or like Angel's Share. Like a lot of these molecular gastronomy fine dining cocktail places will do that. But yeah, some wines even have a tobacco tasting note. It doesn't necessarily have tobacco in it, but that is something that people are starting to notate as like a flavor profile, like because it's smoky, it's kind of leathery, it's like cowboy. I don't know.
Leathery, cowboy,
yeah.
yeehaw-y.
Wait, Toria, explain to me this tobacco onion. We made you remember tobacco onion. What is that? What is that? Seven Bean Salad confirms, definitely seeing Insta ads for home smoke kits. Leah says, I bought one of these small machines for about €14. It's so good. You smoke cheap cheese and walnuts. Wait, what? You have a little box? Cool. Just make sure the neighbors don't call the firemen. Yes. I'm very lucky that I have a little bit of an outdoor space so that I can go and smoke things. Some of my favorite things to smoke are tomatoes, mushrooms, and goat cheese, or mozzarella balls. Like a whole mozzarella ball, you can cold smoke it. So good. So good. Okay, here. You smoke a cigarette whilst you eat a raw onion, bone up the teeth. Shut up.
Bone apple teeth. I love that. I love that.
Toria says they're like onion rings, but little shreds of onion with spiced batter that's darker, so it kind of looks like large tobacco shreds. Whoa, cool. That sounds delicious. Welcome, Jelly Bear. Nice to see you. Glad you are here. Here's celebrating with my guests, Nick and Diego, who are previous guests of the show. Very, very exciting. I need to pull up my little spreadsheet because I was going to do a little bit of an announcement of the next block of guests, because I've been working really hard to confirm people and make sure that they're gonna join me on my show. But for everybody, the next block of guests for April are all confirmed. On the 7th, starting next week, on Wednesday, we got Alexandra Jones, who is a cheese expert and has written a book about cheese. So that's going to be really, really fun. We have my friend Samantha Pagan, who is a graduate of the Natural Gourmet, which was the vegetarian culinary school in New York City before it merged with the International Culinary Center. Chris Hernandez, who is not a chef or has anything to do with food. He is going to talk to us about food and design, which is going to be really, really cool. It's not going to follow the format of any of my regular shows. That one, I'm going to show him a lot of photos of things that I've food styled and published. And he's going to point out the little design principles that maybe I've caught on to that we can, just say out loud and teach other people, because I've never been trained in that way. I just know what looks good, but maybe a designer can tell me like there's more method to my madness. And then closing out the month, special guest, Joe Lepore of Rude Tales of Magic. He is somebody that I record a podcast. Okay, so we share a recording studio basically, and their podcast is recorded in the same studio as mine. And so he's going to come and talk about baking projects and things that he's been cooking throughout the pandemic. But I'm so excited. Joe is a talented comedian and a wonderful person. So that is the April guest block of Attack the Pantry. And I can't wait for my May guests. I can't wait to like start booking the May guests and surprise you all with more information and fun. Yee.
That's great.
I'm a little firecracker right now. I'm just like, wee!
Hype.
Hype. Bow, bow, bow.
Oh man, you definitely need to install air horns to your stream.
I
for
know.
sound effects and stuff, a soundboard.
I can help. That's my thing. I'm just gonna send like little electronic gifts to Jen. It's just like a button that gets rid of people.
True. Yes.
I can't even remember the thing you needed yesterday for it to say, or
it was like I don't know. It was like an auto response to like troll.
Yeah. I just like I want people to have like big boxes of just like, okay, I'm done with that person, or this interaction is over.
This is another thing though, to help me book guests for the future. You guys in chat and also my guests, what is helpful to you? Like, what kind of stuff do you want to be learning this year in the kitchen? What would be really helpful to you? Just so I can look out for these kinds of people who have that kind of expertise.
Yeah.
I can do my research.
I'm gonna have to have a think on it.
I know.
Is there any? Well, how about you? Have you seen any certain trends that your audience has been doing with their food, or something like that, or something that you've noticed that there've been a deficit in that they could use in? Anything like that?
Excuse me. I know that people are requesting more vegan recipes, or how do I turn a recipe into a vegan recipe? Because it's not like people there are just more and more people becoming vegan or being partially vegan, just for environmental impact and the world, and just for your own health. Because I remember there just used to be a stigma of like, oh, the vegans will be the first ones to let you know they're vegan, that kind of thing. There's like so much stereotyping around that. But they're onto something, like they're onto this beneficial diet for your body and for the environment. So it's really cool to see people who are starting to eat like meat light, or like prioritizing vegetables more so than meat on their plate. So I think that's such a wide topic. So I need to find people who are like specialists.
I might have a guest for you, or a suggestion. Yeah. A friend of mine who lives in town, who works for the it's not the Humane Society, but it's something along those lines. But he wrote a vegan cookbook. And
oh, great!
I have it.
Huh?
I have that book.
Yeah.
You have the book? Shana
Yeah,
has the book.
we bought it. And one time she tried to make jackfruit tacos because we were having a party, and a lot of our friends in Austin are vegan because of kind of this friend group. And it's great because I felt the same way kind of coming into it, like, oh, they're going to remind me like, yeah, no, they're the vegan group and I'm not. And they've been nothing but nice, and meals are never like, here's our stuff and here's something for Nick. It's just, I go into it.
Eat all of it. That's great.
But one time she tried to make the jackfruit tacos from his book and make a large batch of them, and basically dumped all the spices at one point, and it smoked out the entire house.
You gassed yourself.
You basically made mustard gas.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Gotta be careful.
Oops, did a war crime. My bad.
Gotta be careful with that stuff.
Mix them in.
Catching up here in the chat, Toria is requesting a foolproof sponge cake recipe. That is something I am not an expert in, so we have to find somebody. Oh, seven bean salad. What are all the different knife sizes for? That is a great question. We should save that one definitely for a knife expert here.
Oh man,
For sure.
actually, almost on the same coin. Like I was actually thinking about, does it even matter? Like that formal eating style, like where all the spoons go and all
The place setting.
the plating. What does that even mean? If for people who want to be a little bit more
Yeah.
fancy with their eating,
I think
guess.
I have opinions about this. Yeah. My mother made me grow up with the Emily Post manners. Sit up straight, work your way outward in for all the silverware and all that. I think it plays a huge deal in colonization and imperialism.
Spoilers,
and
yeah.
yeah, spoilers, and is a very archaic way of eating food. And it kind of enforces this harmful hegemony of how people should be eating, like looking down upon people who eat with their hands. All of us in Southeast Asia, by the way, are eating with our hands off of banana leaves, and that's not any less cool or valid. So this is for a larger discussion, and thank you for asking it. We will definitely put it in the docket for next time.
Yeah, talking shit about that for like an hour, that'd be fun.
I will easily. Don't even look at notes. I don't even need any notes. I can just, excuse you. Yeah.
Here's a PowerPoint presentation.
Here's a
I just
50
happen to
slides.
have.
Here's some 50 slides I just whipped up 5 minutes before this. Shmas would like to hear more about food photography. That is something definitely we can talk about. I know some food photographers. Oh, good thinking. We should ask Clay Williams, who is an excellent photographer. Let's see. So fun to learn new stuff from an interesting chef. Yes, agreed. More vegan stuff. Calorie-free chocolate ganache. Can I have a calorie-free chocolate ganache? Oh, good challenge. It's a good challenge. Alex wants to make your own jerky. Wonderful. Why do jerky packets give you so little? That is a valid question, actually. It is the price per pound. And the overhead of making the product itself is actually very expensive. So we will
jerky ruining everything.
Happily discuss this on a future stream. AON would like to step up your soup game. At the moment, your only reliable soup is basically every vegetable you got all at once. Valid. This is valid. But there are different techniques that you can give different textures in your soup game. So we can definitely talk about soup. Are you talking about my soup? That was my favorite, what's it called? My favorite quote from Fun City. Are they talking about my soup? Bread baking. Oh, sorry, Leah. I think the chat was being the chat restrictions were being a little too strict, Leah. I'm really sorry about that. I shouldn't have deleted your message. Dang.
Baking bread. What is this? 2020?
I know. Pasta. Okay, or pasta. I have pasta flour, no pasta machine. Can I still make pasta? Absolutely. There are lots of answers to this. Spoiler, one of my favorites is called Pici, Pici. And you take the dough, you rub it between your hands over the hot water, and you all the little things that fall down is pasta. It's fun. It's
easy mode. One.
Yeah. Basic sorry. Oh, Gwem has a good advice here. With soup, I think an easy hack is to start with caramelized cabbage. That gives it a great flavor base. Oh, that is a great advice. And Leah's summary here: vegetarian, vegan cooking will only work if it tastes good. Agreed. I have some favorite books about this. Like it's called Don't Feed the Bears, which is a DIY publication out of Portland, Oregon. Wonderful.
And just good advice in general.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't feed bears.
Don't feed the bears. So it is about 6:13. Would you two be open to doing a round of the chopped exercise as a group with me? Would that be fun with everybody?
Hopes and dreams. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. I'll read this little summary here. Everybody in the chat, let's pretend we're on the show Chopped. If you don't know this TV show, there's a basket with 4 mystery ingredients in it, and chefs have to use them to make a dish. In our case, you, the chat, will tell us what's in the basket. So please shout out an ingredient for us to put in the basket. The first 4 in the chat are going to be the ones that we use. So quick fingers, let's go. There are no wrong answers. The purpose of this exercise is to think about how far the ingredients can go and maybe inspire your next meal. So I'll go through each of the ingredients individually so everybody knows what you're playing with. But as we go, just feel free to just start shouting out, how would you combine 2, 3, or all 4 of the ingredients? Imagine that you have a basic pantry and all the tools and time that you need. Just remember, feature the stuff in the basket. All right, let's go, chat. Oh, LT, you missed this. Yes, I love it. I look forward to it every week. From Chris, we've got chorizo. Thank you. Number 1.
Chorizo.
Leah, eggs in the chat.
Yep.
Eggs in the chat, please. Tahini and plums from Eowyn. Okay, so those are our 4 ingredients in the basket. This is great. All right, let's talk about chorizo for a second. It is a Latin American sausage product. It gets that red color from annatto seeds, which doesn't necessarily add any flavor, but maybe a little bit of nuttiness. But that's where that red oil comes from. It's from something called annatto or achuete. Chorizo is also flavored sometimes with oregano, salt, pepper, and sometimes vinegar. But they come in all sorts of sausage shapes. So they can be the long hot dog size, they can be squat, and they can also be mini, like tiny, tiny tocino size sausages. You can also break them out of the casing and crumble them any which way. And so you've basically got a pre-flavored ground meat to work with. So it can be shaped any which way you need it to go, as long as you take the casing off. But it is also fun to play with the sausage shape, cut it into scallops or anything. It can be skewered, it can be grilled, it can be sauteed. There are just lots of possibilities. Just think ground meat when you're thinking about chorizo. Okay, eggs. What can I say about my friend the egg? I could
Incredible.
I could go on for decades about what you could do with an egg. But let's separate out the parts, right? We've got whites and we've got yolks. Whites are very voluminous. They can whip, they can become meringue. The yolks, they're very rich. It's supposed to be the baby and what it eats, that kind of thing. So it's got lots of protein, and so it can whip into a mayonnaise. The 2 things together, we can fry them, we can broil them, we can boil them, we can poach them, we can sous vide them, we can use it to wash things, to make a nice pastry glaze. So many things, so many sauces, so many soup, egg drop soup. You could do eggs in purgatory or, shakshukas. All sorts of things. Hard boiled, we can devil them. So many egg ideas. There are lots. Eggs are a great vehicle. So many. Tahini. Written extensively about tahini. If you don't know what it is literally sesame seeds that have been ground to a paste. Sesame seeds have a lot of potential oil inside of them, and so that's how they get that layer of oil in the jar. So tahini is used a lot in Middle Eastern cooking. It starts as a little bit of a bitter note, but it can be salty. It's not as spreadable as peanut butter, but can be applied in a lot of the same ways. But it's just, it probably needs a little bit more oil. Tahini has a very, very specific scientific property that when you add water to it, because it's so oily, you think, does it seem like it is drying up? So there is a funny scientific principle that it's going to soak up all this water, but as you keep adding water, it's going to hit a threshold. So imagine that I am Adele holding a bunch of Grammys. This is an example I used in an article. So pretend I'm Adele and I'm holding a bunch of Grammys. There's going to be a point where Adele is going to drop a Grammy. You're going to keep giving her Grammys and she's going to drop a Grammy. That's kind of how tahini acts with water. So if you keep adding water, it's going to seem like, oh no, it's just not mixing. There's going to be a threshold where the water will suddenly become saucy. So it's just patience with tahini. But tahini can be made into candy. It can be put in, it's one of the main ingredients in hummus. It's a good sauce on its own with garlic for shawarma. It has so many possibilities. And then finally, plums are a lovely stone fruit. There are all different sizes of plum with different sugar content. And then there are also different, we're not going to use these, but different hybrids of stone fruit. So like there's an apricot plum, so like an apricot and plum together in one fruit, or pluots, or I forget the other names of them. But plums, lovely stone fruit, lots of sugar, depending on when you harvest it. So sometimes I like to use unripe plums to pickle, because you can slice them easier and put them in sandwiches. But if you prefer to go the sweet route, they get softer, more ripe, and become jammy. You can use it as a sauce. You can use it as a marinade. It has enough acid in it to break down protein. Anything else about plums? They're great on their own, but I love torching them because they have so much natural sugar. You can grill them. You can torch them like a brulee, like you put a little sugar layer on them and then hit them with a torch. Yeah, they're really good with yogurt, really good with lots of savory meats, actually. So they can go both ways. They can go sweet and savory, just depending on how much sugar is in play in the natural fruit. So those are the 4 ingredients, my friends. Let's go. How would you mash up the chorizo, the egg, tahini, and plum? No pressure to use all 4. You can just start with 2. And another really easy exercise is to think of something you already know how to make. So if you know how to make a ham sandwich, can you switch in one of these things? I don't know.
It feels breakfasty, like all
I
the
was about to
stuff,
say,
like very breakfasty.
It feels breakfast.
Brunchy.
I'm
brunch
almost
time.
certain I have had a chorizo breakfast taco before, Austin, but like with a plum sauce on that. And I don't see why tahini couldn't
There you go, Nick.
be invited to
Nice.
the party too. Like
Yeah.
all those things,
Invite it
I'm like, those all sound delicious in like a breakfast taco.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So chorizo and egg, we can do a scramble. We could do like a skillet, and then we could do a plum hot sauce. Like, what if we did a plum salsa, like a pico de gallo? Instead of tomato, we use the plum.
Oh, that's possible. That's amazing.
That is so many things are possible.
Thanks to Jen, everything's possible.
So many things are possible.
Things weren't, and then they were.
Oh, Chris, you are so welcome. I love teaching people about food. Alex, yes, versatile, trustworthy egg. Our dear hero, the egg. Okay, Toria says tahini chocolate cake for the win. Yes. I do love a nigella seed as well. James is offering up a chorizo omelet. Very good. Very, very good. Shmas coming in hot here with, there's a Turkish spread that is tahini and like grape or pomegranate molasses mixed together. Yes. Maybe if we use plum molasses, there's some potential with that. Totally. Make a little sandwich with that crispy fried chorizo and of course fried egg with a newfangled breakfast sandwich. Yes.
Newfangled. I like it.
Oh, Leah, mix the plum. This is good. Grate the plum up and mix it with the chorizo for a chori burger. There is a restaurant in Manhattan that does a chorizo burger. It's called Jeepney. It's the Filipino place. Yes. Oh, so good. We've got a sandwich so far. We've got breakfast. Let's start thinking about other meals. What other meals would you do? How would we do a soup? How would we do a soup? Okay, let's start with an egg drop. So we've got a nice hearty broth, right? And then some egg dropped in and swirled with a chopstick. So that's like something already. What do we just crumble up the chorizo or fry some chorizo and throw it in there?
Or chorizo dumpling or something.
That's a move. Nice move.
Yo, chorizo dumpling soup. That's great because you use egg to seal dumplings anyway. That's a great idea. Totally. Definitely. Oh, so Chris, you've been there. Great. Yeah, jeepney is amazing. Tahini in a soup, though. Let's see. I believe there are some stews that you finish with tahini because it has that heavy sesame flavor. A lot of Chinese cooking has sesame in it just as the seed. So tahini, we would only need a tiny bit. And actually, at hot pot, at like Chinese hot pot, tahini is part of the sauce bar. So when you're cooking your meats, you can dip it in some like tahini and hot sauce. So that makes sense. Like tahini and scallion. What is my hot pot mix? I like raw garlic, tahini, and cilantro together as like a sauce. So good. What is this link? This special thing from us? Ooh, Gris Knuckle, Australian semolina dumpling soup. This is cute. Oh my gosh. Oh, that looks good. Ooh, that's a
It does
cool
look
looking
good, yeah.
dumpling. How would we incorporate things here? You could add chorizo, yes. LT says chorizo breakfast pizza with grilled plum.
Ooh, I like
maybe
that.
add Austria. I'm sorry, I said Australia. Austria. I meant Austria. I know you live in Austria. Awful. What's it called? Chorizo. What if we added ricotta cheese to that pizza, or a mozzarella, or a burrata?
I like where this is
Something like
going.
that. What about a salad, says Gwen? Hard-boiled egg. Yes, we haven't done a hard-boiled egg yet. Plum and tahini could all work well. Yes. And maybe we fry some small chorizo cubes. That sounds good. Make them a little crispy. Yeah. These are all great ideas, everybody. Oh, maybe like a stuffed grilled plum with the chorizo and fresh cheese.
Oh yeah.
From Schmass here. Yeah. I'm into that. I'm so into that. We could do pickled plum. We could just do a hot dog, like a chorizo hot dog with pickled plum on top. And we could just make an egg washed brioche as the bun instead of using the egg outwardly.
Oh, I'm in. I like that.
That's fun, right? Really good. Plum and cheese with the chorizo. Yeah, we could even just do a little like charcuterie plate. We just grill the chorizo, have a hard-boiled egg, have a tahini dip. Just real easy, and then some just plain fresh plum. Like a fresh plum is just delicious on its own. We don't have to do too much to it.
Just straight up eat a plum. There you
just
go.
eat a plum. Yo, what if a cocktail? How would we do a cocktail with this?
I was actually thinking about alcohol. Like, yeah, like you would have maybe a plum, some kind of plum cocktail in there somehow, like with everything
like a
else.
cordial.
Yeah.
We could do a Bloody Mary with the chorizo.
Yeah.
As like the garnish.
You can eat this drink. I like this.
And then like have a half hard-boiled egg as a garnish as well.
You're gonna have a cup that's this big.
Or we could do a plum simple syrup with we could do a chorizo washed tequila. So a lot of drinks, you can wash things by just you could do a duck fat wash. So you could put whiskey with duck fat in a bottle for a couple days and then pour it off. And it has this nice like savory umami. So you could probably do that with the chorizo as well, but you'd have to cook the chorizo all the way until it was like fully crisp and no more moisture left, and use all that oil to do a tequila wash. Yes, or a mezcal wash. Oh, you could, Schmass, good idea. You could froth it up with the egg whites and do a flip. Yeah, Zach also has the same idea. Sour plum with egg white. Yeah, that sounds like a nice cocktail. LT says scratch the pizza and stuff it all in pita bread. Also works. That also works. Toria's lightly sauteed plums and baked into an upside down tahini sponge cake.
There you go. 3-course meal. You got
Very
breakfast,
good.
lunch, dinner, a drink in there somewhere.
Very good. I've never mixed a hard-boiled egg with tahini. Interesting thought. Yes, the yolks we could mix with the tahini and a little bit of garlic and some cilantro. That'd be like a Lebanese kind of hard-boiled, deviled egg situation, but not deviled because there's no pepper in it or mustard. Oh, we are missing dehydrating. Good point. Very, very good point, Leah. Dehydrated plums. I have a lot of those actually here in my house. Yeah, those can be good garnishes, part of a cheese plate, even as chips. Imagining deviled eggs, just hollowed out eggs with a new yummy yolk. Yes. Tahini egg salad sandwich. Schmoss. Whoa, pulling that thread together. Very good. I love this cooperative. Co-op chopped is close to my heart. Can we dehydrate tahini? I feel like it's really oily. Have you done it before? I've never done it.
No, I've watched enough YouTube videos. But it's like if you just put it on a flat like parchment paper, you can dehydrate anything.
I have dehydrated sriracha before, so you can dehydrate sauces. I'm curious. I want to try it now. You have to
that'd make like a good crumble over a salad.
Yes, totally. Prunes would be good with chorizo and some sort of baguette. Yeah, that sounds great. Oh, we got a redemption here. Schmoss redeemed hydrate. So if you have a drink near you, my friends, please take a drink. I'm gonna drink this drink. I do also have water. I'll drink water.
Big swig.
Big swig.
Big swig. Austin seltzer water.
Ooh, what if we made, Tortilla here says, imagine if kimchi made from fresh sour plums. That would be a delight. I would enjoy that so much. Yes, Schmoss says miso and tahini mixed together is a great soup base. Agreed. All right, last call for ideas, my friends. I know we've taken us up to 6:30 just now. Oops, I'm sorry. Zach says maybe it's some sort of riff on an eggs Benedict. No, nobody has said that yet.
Yeah.
A chorizo Benedict. Yeah, we could do that.
Super easy. Yeah.
Sounds good.
I mean, homemade English muffins are actually closer than you think. King Arthur Flour has an amazing recipe for homemade English muffins. I was doing that very early in the pandemic. I didn't do sourdough. I did scallion pancakes and English muffins instead, which I think is much more.
I did sourdough for 2 weeks because Shana has to eat gluten-free, and
Right.
I just had a lot of bread. Like,
Why not?
If you're making it for 2 people, it's fine, but I don't need 4 loaves of sourdough around my house that's just slowly going bad.
Amazing. Pandemic English muffins. Yes, correct. Yep. But let's call it there. If you have any extra ideas, my friends, please feel free to tweet me at Randwiches. Join me next week, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern here on Attack the Pantry. A year and a week. Oh my God, that would be so great. I forgot who I'm sorry, I'm gonna go look up my guest. But thank you, Nick and Diego, for swinging by. Can you tell the folks how to follow you? Nick, go ahead.
My Twitter is Nick R. Brewer, which is just my name. I have like 520 followers, and this year I'm hoping to hit 530.
Yay!
Like that's my bar. Not very high, but
it's possible. It's possible.
Maybe attainable. I don't know. If you want to follow
Hopes
me,
and dreams. Hopes
I like
and dreams.
weird stuff, but that's about it.
And Diego, how about you?
I'm on Twitter at Dandy in the Bronx, and I'm Twitch at Dandy in the Bronx, and I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I play a lot of Pokemon, and I wear suits all the time. I don't own any regular clothes anymore.
I don't own any suits anymore.
I'm gonna copy.
I went backwards.
Hey, you
so
went the other way.
I went the other way. I was like, more casual. What does that even mean?
Here, I'm gonna throw Nick's Twitter in the chat for you there, and then also Diego's twitter.com/. And I can spell. After 2 drinks, I can spell. I'm fine. Here, and then here is Diego as well. Please make sure you're following both of my friends here. My next guest next week will be Russ Marshallek, who is an expert in social media and wine. So we're going to talk about pairings and what we've been drinking through the pandemic here. And so I hope you'll all join us next time here on Attack the Pantry. Thanks so much for celebrating my streamiversary with me. It has been so special. And let's keep cooking together and keep learning together. And I will see you all next week. Bye, my friends. I'm going to take us offline. You two can stick around if you would like to for a second. But goodbye, everybody. Thank you. Thanks for rating. Bye.